George Williams, CEO of Reliability X, and I am here with the Reliability Sherpa, Mr. Ramesh Gulati. Ramesh, how are you today?
I'm doing great, George. Thanks for inviting me.
Awesome. Well, today we're going to have a brief conversation on certification. Folks, they are applying for other jobs. They're looking to move up in their company, looking to get a pay raise. One of the ways in which folks tackle that, not that that's the reason, the main reason, but is through the acquisition of some certification. What's the importance and value of being certified?
Great question. I love it. In fact, I was going through that also many, many years ago. In fact, that reminds me back in 90s, we used to want late 80s, 90s, we want to get in a reliability journey. We started a reliability journey back in 80s. I failed kind of a thing. Then it started again. And we were, as a part of that reliability journey, we were sending our people, engineers, planners, all these people to different training. You go to this university, life cycle engineering, that wherever we can find something related to reliability, we were sending them or get the knowledge. When they were coming back, they were working. But one question was coming to my mind and some of my bosses also. Are our people are grasping that knowledge or not? Or are we giving them right knowledge? That was the question. How do we know our people are grasping that knowledge and we are giving them, or what else we need to do? So I started looking for what a test or what we could do to assess their knowledge. So I was looking, going to different universities, different places, but I couldn't find anything which really can assess that knowledge that time. In fact, problem was we didn't know that time what a maintenance reliability profession looked like. What this guy, what need to have a this,
Remember my Vanna White? It
Yeah.
looked like this.
Well, we didn't know that time.
Yeah.
So I got involved looking in the industry. At that time, my other colleague in the industry were having a similar kind of problem, facing same problem. So some of us got together under SMRP umbrella and started having a meetings, focus meeting, doing surveys. As a result of that, we came up a list of about 400 line items that, hey, this person should have all these. And we distilled that in a 5 pillars of SMRP that came out. So by 1998, we kind of put these all things together. Then we thought about, hey, why don't we develop a certification which can assess their knowledge? And that's what later now we know CMRP exam. That's what came around. And we gave a first exam was came out, I think 2001 at San Antonio. We gave that. And since then, it's over 20 years, that exam has exploded. Okay. So point is, we need a certification because we go to college, get a degree or something, and again, going to college gives you a very generic information, knowledge, where you can find things. Certification is really the third body outside who develops a body of knowledge, and then they give you assess their knowledge. You have that knowledge or not, and those subjects. That's what CMRP certified reliable professional, and in fact there are several others. There's like CMRT or CRE from Quality Management System. There's some other certification related to meters reliability where they have a body of knowledge, defined body of knowledge, and that body of knowledge you assess by giving exam. So what they're doing is by defining that knowledge, they are assessing your knowledge, how much you know. Okay. So that's certification has become is very, very important part to assess the knowledge of your people, how much they know, and what additional knowledge you have to give them, or training you have to give them. To me, it's a really key, and we did that. After we got training, then we got our people to get certified. Even our management, we adopted the certification as a part of a promotion. Say once you get certified, we'll promote. You are eligible for next promotion. If you are not certified, no, you are not going to. That gave us a hey, yes, this person has a knowledge, and we gave in fact after you got certified, we gave them a bonus. They were eligible for next promotion. We gave them again as a token a shirt like that CMRP.
Right.
That gave them a what you can do is respect or something. They were above the crowd.
Right,
You know,
right.
that kind of thing. So it really helped us to grow our skill set of our people.
Now, so there's a lot of hierarchy there, right? So you've got some trade staff that go through like an apprenticeship
Mm.
and they become a journeyman. Then there, beyond that, you've got things like certificate programs. You can go to lots of universities, including where we teach at the University of Wisconsin, and you can get a maintenance and reliability certificate, right? And then you've got the certifications, right?
Yeah.
So you can go through things like the SMRP organization and take a CMRP or CMRT, and you can get a certification. Even in the certification spectrum, you know, you've got ASQ too, right? So
Yeah.
if you're going to be the person doing the math and the calculations of what does the different certifications mean? Because there's a lot of options.
Well, again, you have to look at the body of knowledge. Okay, what's they're asking, and each certification has a specific need was created. Like CRE, Certified Reliability Engineer, was created back in 80s. Okay, they were first to come up because they felt reliability is becoming a very important subject. So, in fact, I was involved. I was CRE back in 80s. So I got involved in I was started writing questions on that too. But again, it was more specific to product reliability. Okay, where we were looking again. I've been maintenance guy, so I was looking equipment reliability.
Right.
It was a little bit different.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so that's what SMRP body of knowledge is a more equipment reliability. In fact, really what we're saying is who is a maintenance reliability professional. We want to make sure this person has knowledge because we have to sell our program, so he has the business management knowledge, like selling the car. You know that we have to sell, get the budget, resources. That's knowledge we have to. We have a also process reliability. What we do, operational reliability means what we do, how we make those things. That knowledge has to be there. Then we have asset reliability, equipment reliability means what's in the equipment, how we can make that reliable. And then we have a people skill. You used to call people skill, now is a more organization and leadership.
Right.
We have to deal with people. Everything we do, we have to deal with people. So we need to have this maintenance reliability professional should have a good knowledge of doing that. And then we have a work management. You know, people think work management is important, but that's just a one pillar. How work has to be accomplished. Work, how we write a work order. What kind of is how we're going to do planning, scheduling, store management. All those kind of things, and CMMS systems. All of those are important aspects, and that's part. So these are 5 pillars, and that's a body of knowledge. So all of these certification has different body of knowledge. You talk about certificate by the university. See, yeah, many universities like Wisconsin, University of Tennessee, they have started the certificate program. Again, they are subject. You have so many subjects you have to take. They don't have created one body of knowledge.
Right.
They have several, and you take those and you pass the exam.
Right.
I mean, you take those exams. That's what. Where certification is a kind of a somebody's body of knowledge,
Right. It's very
defined
specific. Yeah, yeah.
specific body of knowledge, and that's what your assessment questions exam are there.
Yeah.
Certificate there may not be exam,
Right.
but certification there will be exam.
Right. And then even beyond that, though, so how do folks make sure that that knowledge becomes applied or the application of knowledge? Because quite honestly, every year there are brain surgeons who graduate with a degree with the lowest possible GPA they can have in order to graduate, and I don't want them cutting my head open. So how do you make sure people that go through certifications then apply that knowledge?
Well, that's great question. Again, developer certification ensure the questions are more practical, hands-on. So SMRP, especially because I got involved, most of the questions asked are based on actual practical experience. So you have to have that knowledge. Okay, that's really very very important. And also we have to really add another question. I like it. In fact, I went through that myself. After we got people certified and they were doing good, then we felt they were not doing applying that knowledge that much. So that was always a constant battle, ensuring that your people are applying that knowledge to make improvements in your process. And that's going to be challenge to everyone to ensuring even after they got certified, because what happens is every company organization has a roadblocks or bureaucratic systems, and people get frustrated with
Yeah.
that, and that's what they go back to their old habits. So this is a part of management to ensure that we try to minimize those roadblocks or barriers so people can keep progressing using applying that knowledge.
Right. And I think so. For me, one of the things I've always done in the past is if someone's going to go to either get a certification or go to a certificate program, go through any kind of a continuing education class, at the end of that, I want a short synopsis. What were your big takeaways, and how are you going to apply that? What are you going to do? Set a goal. You've got 90 days. Go figure out what you're going to do to help apply some of that knowledge.
Great, that's what we should be doing. Asking them on constant. In fact, one of the things I wrote in my book, we talked earlier about that, is a always a we have to inspire our people. When we hurt someone, we have to mentor them, inspiring them all the way. And especially on after education, we need to be asking them how they are going to apply that knowledge. That's a really key part. And it's not just one time. Constantly, every 6 months, every year, we have to do something so they are inspired. They're going to do something better.
Yeah, and so if your organization is willing to invest in you and send you to schooling and allow you to get those certifications, take full advantage of that. So now I've gone through schooling, I've got some certifications. Do I get a promotion? Like what do you gonna
Well,
pay me more?
again, when I was a manager, one of the or my manager boss who was also, we were looking how many who are certified and how they applying that knowledge, and that was the reason we, in fact, my boss, manager, director, he told everyone, if you are not certified, you are not getting promotion. You have to get certified CMRP. That's a basic.
Yeah.
Then we're going to consider you
Right, right,
based on
right.
how you are applying the knowledge.
Yeah.
So I think again we have to do our part to telling people, hey, why certification is important and how it can help them to grow.
I think one of the ancillary advantages or I guess additional benefits to this is you become part of a community, right? I mean,
Yep.
if you have a specific certification, you've got a direct connection to a lot of other folks that have that certification and most organizations that offer a certification, whether it's CMRP through SMRP or CMRT or that other one we're not allowed to mention, whether or not they post who the folks are that also have that certification or that designation, and you have a direct connection to other people that have either gone through your struggles and came out the other side, or they share your struggles, or they also have the
Yeah.
same knowledge and interests, and you kind of grow your community and your network.
In fact, what we did was, as a part of all the CMRP, we had a local chapter, and every 2 3 months we'll have somebody guest speaker coming and talk to people what they are. So it was a constant learning process.
Yeah.
As you said, we had a network of people, and they were involved or they were interested in learning, and that's what the way we did. So there are many ways we can continually learn from each other CMRPs and other kind of certified people, what we are doing.
Awesome. So I guess your recommendation would be go get certified.
That's right. Get certified. Again, whatever certificate doesn't make any difference. Get certified and you're learning. Learning and then applying that knowledge is the important
And then share that
part.
knowledge,
Knowledge.
because
That's right.
like that's what this community not only desperately needs, but also what I love about this community, right, is folks like yourself who continually learn, continue to share, continue to do all those things that help make everyone else better, right? Let's
That's
get
right.
the pie really big, let's get the
That's
knowledge
right.
really
Exactly.
big, and let's stop going into plants that are completely reactive, right? And the more
That's right.
that we get that knowledge out, the less likely those scenarios are.
That's exactly right. Let's learn, share, get certified first.
Awesome. Well, thanks for your time again, Ramesh.
Thank you very much, George, and hopefully our audience will get certified.
Awesome. Go make tomorrow better than today.